Hey guys, today I'm going to be going over the Joe is Hungry situation, which, in case you don't know, Joe is Hungry is a food review channel, and he's been making videos at least once every week for years. He gained some popularity over the last couple of years because of streamers like Joe Bartolozzi or PenguinZ0 mentioning him and showing people his channel. Recently, some bad stuff has come out about him though, and I've only seen one person make a video on this, but the video is like 30 minutes long, and I don't really think it needs to be that long, so I'm just gonna try to summarize everything and hit all the key points in this video. So let's get right into it. Also, shout out to DJ Orion for getting all these clips together.
A lot of it's pretty tedious, especially if I'm not talking real well. I'm sitting there cursing at myself, like, you quit saying that, quit saying that. She's in there hearing me yelling at my computer.
So Joe is seen as pretty wholesome online by a lot of people, and that's kind of his whole shtick. But right here, this is a clip from an interview by Meme Copium, which is now unlisted. And this shows him saying a bit of a no-no word. I mean, your guys' view on this would probably just depend on how disrespectful you see that word. But saying stuff like this while being shown as being one of, like, the most wholesome YouTubers of all time is a little bit odd.
Why did I just put that back on the trailer?
When I was like 18 or 19, I knew a Pakistani guy that had curry all the time, and you could smell it on him. You could smell it everywhere, and I was like, just keep that away from me.
Well, that's the thing.
So right here, he's basically talking about how he doesn't like curry because there was a Pakistani guy that he didn't like the smell of. So that's awesome. In this next part, he's talking about Report of the Week, which is also another food reviewer, and he starts to diagnose Report of the Week with, like, illnesses. So basically, like, spreading medical gossip, which I think is a little odd, just how he talks about it, but you guys can form your own opinion based off this.
But then I got distracted watching him because, I'm a medical person, and when I see clubbing in the fingers and stuff like that, this guy's got some serious medical problems.
What's that? I'm not aware of that.
Clubbing, when your fingernails are bent down like that, that's a sign of chronic hypoxemia, of being short of oxygen and not exchanging your gases very well. So he's got some lung problems. That's probably why he's thin. He's got some things wrong with him, but I don't know what. But I find that, I like listening to him talk. I envy the fact that he can sit there and talk to the camera like that, and people will sit there and listen to him. It's
okay.
Report of the Week, yeah, Report of the Week is his own thing. You see, nobody can duplicate Report of the Week. I can't duplicate Report of the Week, and he'll never duplicate me. He sits there uncut, and he has his shtick, and he has a weird look about him, mainly because it's, I think he probably has really, really bad COPD, probably has congestive heart failure. He's got some sort of congenital thing going on. You can look at his fingernails and see these fingernails are all clubbed. That's from chronic hypoxemia, from not being able to get enough oxygen for years and years and years. You'll see COPD ears. Yeah, so he's got chronic condition. That's why it kind of looks strange.
I just think this is a little odd. Okay, next thing he starts talking about is Joe Bartolozzi, and he's questioning if he's, like, homosexual, which, this is a little silly, in my opinion.
Joe Bartolozzi? Yeah, I've watched him, and he looks straight to me. But then my wife, obviously I don't give a shit. I don't care where you come from, what you do, or anything. It makes not a fucking bit of difference to me. But I'm watching him, and she says he's gay. I'm like, no fucking way, no way. I've dropped into his stream 2 or 3 times a week and say, hey Joe Bart, thanks, and he never ever acknowledges my presence. And I'm like, okay. But then the gay thing, I'm like, I just like speechless. I'm like, my gay art never went off. I went to his Discord, and it's his picture. I'm sitting there like in these little skimpy underwear with his shirt off, with his arm folded. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, maybe my wife's right, but anyway, don't care.
That one's just kind of funny. I thought I should mention it.
Seen a line this long in an ATM in a parking lot? My goodness, what are they giving away, gold? Or maybe the people that are in line are like the same dude has been this ATM since I got here in line like 5 minutes ago. I'm like, come on, dude. Let's get your hard hat, get through the machine.
So the weight of these clips really just depends on what your view of these words he's using are. But my main problem with it, besides him using the words, is that this guy is seen as, like, one of the most wholesome creators on YouTube, and he's posting stuff like this willingly. And I feel like if a lot of people knew about this, they wouldn't be as open to accepting him as, like, one of the most wholesome people ever, like Jesus Christ.
Because every once in a while somebody will, I don't really do the drive-throughs to like record people. Sometimes they get their face in there.
Yeah.
Or if they give me a hard time on, they're dumb enough to start talking to me with the camera on and give me a hard time. They're going in the video just because they did that. Because
Yeah.
it's a one-party consent state. So there's nothing they can do about it.
Already eating my donut at the Krispy Kreme in Augusta, Georgia. We are in Cartersville. Wow.
This was a big thing Penguin Z0 mentioned in one of his videos, where he was basically glazing him the whole time, but the one problem he had with it was, like, non-consensually showing the faces of fast food workers, which, if you're working on the job, you do not want to be recorded. And basically he's saying that he's, like, trying not to get them in the camera, but as you can see here, he doesn't try very hard. But yeah, recording people working in fast food is just kind of a not great thing. Here he says, I was looking at Chester's Chicken for the new chicken sandwich, but the only one I can find is part of a gas station that looks like a third world homeless shelter, so not going there. If I'm being honest, this gas station looks like every gas station near my house.
How familiar are you with other YouTubers in your niche? Like, do you regularly talk to other people?
Like the endorsements videos aren't very good. He doesn't get that many views. He's getting anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 views per video. His sub counts up like 80,000, and I look at his view counts and they suck. No, I would be embarrassed. I would be embarrassed. Another one called Joe something or other up in New York. He originally helped me promote my channel, but he has a microscopic channel that he's had for over 20 years, and in his videos, I love Joe, but his videos to me are horrible.
So in this section, he is talking about other people's channels and his niches, and he's basically saying like, oh, they don't have as many views as me, or this guy helped me out, but his videos are horrible. And it's kind of disappointing seeing him say this when a lot of his views and subscribers come from other people helping him out and pushing his videos, and he's basically just trash talking people that actually helped him that aren't as successful as him.
You gotta know they know who I am. None of those guys has ever reached out to me or said a word to me about it. I would collab with them, even though my channel has passed them all finally. I've got no hard feelings toward them. I don't like their content, the way they do their videos. He may actually not know who I am, but damn sure he does. By now he does. I mean, how many channels are bigger than plus 100,000 that are food reviews?
This is just more of him being a little bit of a jerk. But for the next part, I'm going to summarize this a bit because I refuse to show you guys the entire thing. It's kind of long. But basically, he's in a Discord call with some random people, and he used to be a nurse for over 30 years. But he said that there was this girl that he used to work with named Sasha, and he used to like to mess with her. One day, someone that overdosed was in a room, and they needed to put something in him that would let him urinate because he hadn't yet. And this guy had a so-called the Big Johnson. Take that however you want to take it, I guess. Then, actually, I don't want to say this next part. I'll just let Joe explain it.
And this is probably not funny to you, but I send her in there. Would you do it? Oh yeah, I'll do it. Go for it. And so then I was standing outside the room looking in, and I started laughing, and so I got us some other people. Come here, and we're all standing there laughing out in the room. It's just what? I just wanted to see you with your glasses holding that guy's wiener in your hand. That's all I wanted to see. I thought it was funny, but nursing humor.
I feel like this is very, very, very strange. He literally gathered people in his workplace around to just watch her hold this guy's dong, I guess. He also was talking earlier in the story about how he thought she was kind of cute, but I don't know if he was like doing workplace harassment on her or something. But this is just kind of weird.
You're also married, aren't you?
Yeah. Been married for 45 years. That doesn't stop anybody from doing it. That doesn't mean, let me tell you something, girl, that don't mean nothing. They'd be the first ones. They are the first ones. Yeah, it depends on your integrity as a person. When I was younger in my 30s, I had maybe about 4% integrity, but that's not the case anymore. I don't care. I don't need that drama.
I guess it's just I'm an asshole. I don't know.
There's something going on there.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Let me know what you guys think about this. Like and subscribe. Shout out to DJ Orion for getting a lot of these clips together. And have a great day.